What's up, guys? Today I'm running a Volvo. Let me shut that window to get some air going in here. Here we go. Alright, today I'm running a Volvo 220 excavator. We're working on this pond. It's pretty much finished. Everything is done. You can see we've got sod on everything. These two slopes were too wet for the landscapers to sod last week when they were here, so they didn't get to them. It's a sand filter. Those two things right there are pits that we dug. They're each 30 by 30, and they're filled with pipe, sand, and gravel to filter the water that comes into this pond. And the dirt that we're loading out today is the dirt that came out of those pits. So I've got about, I don't know, probably close to 50 loads of dirt to come out. I cut probably 25 out of the pits, and I've got to cut out this corner here where I'm sitting. It's got to come down like 8 feet, so there's probably another 25 to come out of the corner. So yeah, I'm just I'm loading trucks, and in between loading I'm going down there cutting the corner out and piling it up where I can load it easier. I got 3 trucks running, and they're all going like, I think it's like 5 miles one way, so let that dirt fall off. So it's only about a 15 to 20 minute round trip. After I load them, they dump and come back, so it's going pretty fast. We've hauled, I think this is the 4th round, so this will be 12 loads this morning, and it's 9:45. We may end up getting most of it out today. Honestly, it's hard to say, but really this is all we have left to do on this job. Get this dirt out, and then I have to regrade this road going up around the houses. I'll show you in a minute whenever I get this guy loaded. I'll have to regrade it and redo a pipe where a pipe comes out and is draining out into the woods. We have to put riprap in front of it. So hopefully next few days we'll be completely done with this pond. Hopefully the sod guys can get to it this week before it rains again to finish it. Alright, so we're up behind some nice houses, but so the road goes straight up here and makes a hard turn. There's a pipe that comes out right there where that rock's at. You'll see him make that turn. The dump trucks can barely make that turn, honestly. it's pretty tight. And then they go up on the other side of those trees and come out on the road up here. So yeah, we got to fix that road back whenever we get done hauling. Just make it like a natural area, I guess, is what it would be. But yeah, in between trucks, there's nowhere. It's just me. I'm just throwing this stuff up where I like to sit above the trucks as much as I can to load. It makes it easier to load. You can actually see what you're doing and see how much dirt you got on them. I try not to overload them because this road is kind of the dirt is kind of soft, so if I overload them too much, they'll start tearing the road up really bad. Oh man. Is anybody else running equipment today? I'm always interested to know who's watching. See what you're doing, where you're from. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm actually in Davidson, which is kind of a suburb of Charlotte, I guess you could say. It's there's a college here, Davidson College, and it's a pretty ritzy or pretty wealthy town, honestly. I mean, the neighborhood I'm in right now, the average house is probably close to $3 million. There's some in here that are over, some in here that are less, but I would say on average they're about $3 million. It's a far cry from where I live. The average home in my neighborhood is probably 400,000. And before the economy went crazy, it was 250. 2 to 250 is what they did cost. But housing market's crazy here in Charlotte. Pretty gloomy day here. I'm not enjoying that. Sun shined pretty good a couple days ago, but yesterday I didn't see the sun, and it doesn't look like I'm going to see it today. There's a chance of rain tomorrow, I think, but I don't know. We've had a lot of rain. The snow a few weeks ago really messed this job up. Messed all of our jobs up, honestly. And it's been cold, but right now it feels pretty good. It's probably 60 degrees outside. It feels really good when the sun's out. good thing about this wet dirt is man can get a full bucket. Let me try to just bury this thing, see how big of a bucket we can get. I mean, that's almost 2 buckets worth. Look at that. Sorry for the shaky foam mount. I just got a cheap plastic one from Amazon. I'd like to get a better one. I don't know where to get one from. The one that's, you know, aluminum or something. Metal, or I don't know, something better than this. I noticed, I've done a few live videos and I noticed it's kind of shaky, but I don't really do these very often, and I don't really like schedule them because my job is so all over the place. Some days I'll be in a machine all day, other days I'll be riding around in a truck all day or out doing labor work, so I can't really schedule my lives. And it's a new thing I started on here a few weeks ago. I used to do it on TikTok semi-regularly, but like I say, it honestly slipped my mind. I never watch live videos. I never do. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes they're interesting, but for the most part, I just watch regular content or shorts or whatever. But yeah. Is any of my subscribers in here? Anybody that subscribed to me? I don't know how these lives get seen. Like if it's shown to, I guess it's shown to my subscribers, but or if it's just random people. But if you don't know me, I'll tell you a little bit about me. Since nobody's in the chat saying anything, I'll just ramble a little bit. I am a 30-year-old guy. I have a wife and 3 kids. I live in, I guess, a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina. I have been doing excavation work full-time for 14 years. If you do the math right, I started when I was 16. No, I didn't drop out of high school. I homeschooled in my high school years and finished early so I could go to work. My dad has done this his whole life. He's been in excavation for 30 years. And I knew that's what I wanted to do ever since I was 2 years old. That's all I've cared about. I've been making YouTube videos for almost 3 years now. My content is pretty much work related. I have a little bit of other stuff, but 95% of it's work related. As you can tell, I'm a pretty monotone person. Some people may like it, some people may not, but I don't get too excited about stuff. And I should have led with this, but I'm a Christian. I believe that Jesus died for me and for you. And I try to share that every video. Try to share a little bit of my faith, or a few Bible verses, or whatever. With something to do with the Bible, with Jesus Christ, because that is the most important decision that you will ever make in your in your life, accepting Him and making Him Lord and Savior of your life. But other than that, I'm just pretty much a regular blue-collar guy. I'm not tall, I'm not fast, I'm not pretty, I'm not extravagant. I'm just a husband, a dad, a guy who loves his job and wants to share that with whoever enjoys it or whoever wants to watch it. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just a regular old guy trying to make it in the world. My wife stays at home with the kids and is homeschooling our oldest child right now, and we'll do so with all the others, Lord willing. And I'm just trying to make a good life for my wife and my kids. That's why this YouTube thing happened. Honestly, if you want me to be honest about it, a lot of people say they do it because they love it, and I do. I enjoy getting to meet new people, and I think it's kind of fun sharing my stuff. But to be dead honest with you, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to live off of YouTube earnings and other businesses. This isn't my this excavation business is not mine. It is not one of my family members. I guess it is now, but it's my wife's uncle's business. I've been working here for 6 years. I started in 2020 in like May, I think, and I've been here ever since. It's a small company. There's about 4 or 5 of us that work here, employees, and I guess you could say I'm kind of like a foreman. Like my boss, it's so small, my boss man can run everything. But if he needs help with checking other jobs or whatever, kind of like the next one in line to do that. So I'm not really I don't want to be a boss kind of guy. I know in the blue collar world there's a lot of macho, I make more money than you, or I know more than you, or whatever. I'm not really that kind of guy. I'm just like, hey, let's all work together and get the job done and have a good time while doing it. And if we can do that, I'm happy. So is my boss. He's really good to work for. They're not very pushy or hard to deal with. It's a really good company I work for. But yeah, we've been hauling for a little while now, and I guess that was the 5th round. That was the first truck of the 5th round. So that after these 2 trucks, it'll be 15 loads we've hauled out today. So that's good. This guy loaded here. They told me this guy driving the last truck I loaded, he said he was 85 years old driving a dump truck. Like, dude, I hope I can be doing that when I'm 85. The guy's doing just fine. Like, he's definitely not like senile or anything, doesn't seem like. These are not our dump trucks, obviously. I don't know if anybody watching this is in this business, but these are subcontracted or leased trucks, we call them. You can lease them for the day or by the hour or whatever. Just pay them by the hour. And I'm sure they have a minimum, per day, but they're usually around probably $125, probably $120, $130 an hour for a dump truck. And really where you get expensive is your haul distance. This haul is so short that we're really making good time on the trucks. I mean, they're hauling 3 an hour, so what is that? 120. You do some math, that's $40 a load, basically, to haul it. That's dirt cheap. But then if you get, sometimes you'll get a dump site that's far away and it takes an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, depending on what material you have to haul it off, and there's where you get in the money. Because I mean, if these guys were making one round an hour, yeah, if these guys were making, I guess they're making 3 rounds an hour, I don't know what I was doing, but if they were making 1 an hour, you're paying $120 per load. It's a lot of money just to haul it, not even including us loading it. So, yeah. Is anybody enjoying this video or not really? It's been 20 minutes, 25 minutes. An average of like 12 people in here. Nobody has put one thing in the chat. Let me, I'm gonna do this. I'm in North Carolina, basically a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina. We work all over the city. There's about a, 50-mile radius, 50 to 75-mile radius we work all the way around Charlotte. We're from the eastern side of Charlotte, and we go everywhere. South Carolina, we're pretty close to it. Charlotte's probably 30 minutes from South Carolina border, or South Carolina line, whatever. But we're on the northern side of Charlotte right now. James. What state are you in? Well, I'm not. I make enough money. I make enough, but I've been full-time 14 years. I make a decent living. We're not crushing it, but to not have to invest in college and to just come straight out of high school, we make a good living. And yeah, I've been doing this for 14 years, full time, part time. I started when I was 14 in the summertime. Not running big stuff like this, but running bobcats and minis and tractors with box scrapes and doing landscaping and stuff. I honestly started working when I was like 12, doing like landscaping my